Hey guys, it's Brugas here, and today I'm going to talk about PvP in Call of Dragons, and I'm going to give you the best way to play this game as a PvP player and to get a lot of merits. I think this is, at some point, this is the most important thing in Call of Dragons, period. This is the most important thing. You're going to finish your building, you're going to finish your researches, and it's time for PvP. And this is the mainly content in Call of Dragons. Um, Rewards, getting, just the hypes of getting some good trades and the progress of your alliance. Of point of events, this thing I finish it maybe in 20 minutes. Strongest word, I have never have chance there. I mean, let me know in the comments, have you ever have a chance in strongest word, especially against dudes like Gothic Prime and so on. But anyway, this video is about PvP, and yeah, I'm going to share what I know. First thing, yeah, I think most of the people, some of the things is going to be the same. Let's be honest, some of the things is going to be the same, but I think if I repeat it like 2-3 times, people will remember that, because I still see some mistakes even my alliance mates make. I understand that most of the people are watching Call of Dragons videos. That's completely fine. I mean, some people just want to walk in the gameplay and walk out. This is absolutely normal stuff. Now, first thing first is, why is 1 year experience? I mean, we're close to 1 year. We're basically 1 year and a half in Call of Dragons. Why the video is my PvP experience from 1 year? And the main reason is, at the beginning, exception was season 1. But even in season 1, I was mainly building my castles. We didn't have many tier 5s in the season 1. We have actually 2, and these 2 was, one is Voice, the other one was Snake Razor, and we was defending the dragon from them. And boy, Kenara Hosk, this combo was farming our tier 3, tier 4 people in the capes. But yeah, this is topic for other video. First thing first, you have to be main in something. If you're a WoW spender, even mid spender, no, mid spender, you can go mage and marksmans. I think is on, I mean, you can do it. For example, I'm close to mid spender between WoW and mid spender, so I still have my mages awakened, and I have Sindri and Frygar awakened. Maybe I'm going to invest in Margaret Zeta. Level 1 Margaret, don't laugh on me. Let me know in the comments what level is your Margaret. I'm curious. Is everybody leveled up and fully awakened this hero? But yeah, you have to, if you're free to play player, 1 troop should be your main. I suggest Cavalry at the beginning, season 1, season 2, but when you start with 1 troop, it's better to stick till the end. And I still think that the Cavalry can make huge impact. I mean, free-to-play players that are on Cavalry, right now they have the great opportunity with these army groups and so on. But in general, they can kill when there is not huge fight. When there is a 2 mage marksman boss fighting, I don't think Cavalry have a place there, but in the rest of the time, I think they can make some extra damage on the enemy alliance by killing gathering heroes, because at some point, when they kill your donkeys, and boy, if you have 50k donkeys in the mine, 50k donkeys go in the hospital. It's not like some percentage, everything go in the hospital, if I remember right. So I think for free-to-play player, Cavalry is a good option. It's fast, it's hard to be catched, and is doing some good job just filling enemy hospitals with troops. But at some point in the war times, you may not actually have many people farming, even though currently we have the dragon. This is TC, ACDC. Here we have pay to win. There's some fights here and there, as you can see. There is a pay to win, who is this guy here? And AC are sending some cavalry in this direction, but still the people here are farming. This farming, farming. Even though it's little hard when the people is basically between the castles, they can basically swarm you. But those people here are unprotected. This one is unprotected. You can basically go and kill all the people here. And you're going to fill their hospitals. You're going to just fill their hospitals. And you're going to help like this, your alliance, just having enemy having less troops on the battlefield. Everything you kill in the mines is something that you're not going to see on the battlefield. This is the main reason I was going in cavalry back in the days. One was the donkeys was giving decent amount of merits, and the second reason is when I fill the enemy hospital and he have to send marksmen and mages to farm. At some point the donkeys is going to get killed, at some point the infantry is going to get killed. I even have a video how I get 2 times better trades. By better trades I mean I get like 4k, if I remember right, 4k cavalry in the hospital and the tier 4, and the enemy have like 8k infantry tier 5 in the hospital. So you get huge advantage as a free-to-play player to go with cavalry. I'm not a huge fan of cavalry because they don't help in the huge fights, and the huge fights is something that decide which alliance is going to take land and which one are not. But in general, this is great option for free-to-play players. Now, WoW spenders I think should be on single troop, mages, marksmen, one of this one. Infantry is not so good because infantry fill the hospital extremely fast. And if you're a free-to-play player, I mean WoW spender, you're not going to have huge free healing per day and not many resources. And to be honest, resource healing is extremely expensive if it is tier 5. Let me know in the comments what you think about the resource healing, the difference between tier 4 and tier 5. I mean, for me it's 2.5, but do you think it should be less for tier 5? But anyway, mid spenders can go with 2 troops in general. So this is overall about the troops, about the heroes and so on. Now about the positioning in fights. Free-to-play players that actually decide to go with range units, I mean, when they cannot run their cavalry, most likely they're going to run their range units. I think should kill the infantry that is in the front lines. For example, here we have infantry. This is your infantry hero. You just kill the infantry. It's way more easy, and you make great impact like this. Now, mid spender, obvious, but WoW spender should, I think, in my opinion, should go with maybe 1 or 2 legions. I think this is absolutely normal. He's going to get less merits, but most likely he don't have that many troops to begin with. And mid spender, I think he can run 5 legions, or at least 4. 4 legions. I think 4 legions is the correct number. Maybe 2 marksmen, 2 mages, picking the best heroes he have, or I don't know, 3. I run 3 mages and 1 marksman, my Sindri and Frygar. Even though Margaret Zeta is still extremely good, I mean, so far I think this is the best mage legion with marksman heroes in Call of Dragons, which is crazy. They have to think about something about that. But anyway, whales. Now the good thing about the whales is they have tons, and krakens, they have tons of troops. Most likely they have very good artifacts, and this is something that I think is very important. Being in the last with whales and krakens is just going to provide you with the melee units. They can go out with 5 cavalry marches, they can go with 5 infantry marches, and all this thing is just stopping the huge enemy wave. And you with your range heroes, you can just destroy everything in front of you because they are taking the damage. And I really admire, I mean, whales and krakens by doing that. Most of the times you're going to see that, and the reason is they give you the opportunity. I mean, especially if I have to say this season, I can say this about Toxic or Gothic Prime. This dude non-stop spam infantry, and it was huge pain for us because there is like 5 marches outside. and we was trying to kill them. And in the same time, his people from Pay to Win was destroying our range heroes. We was focusing over the infantry. Their ranges was killing our ranges, and it was very funny. But yeah, I admire that if you're Kraken, you try somehow to support the overall picture on the battlefield. Something else that I want to say about the PvP: attack on the prime time when your alliance is on. I think this is obvious. You're going to just have more numbers on the battlefield, and having more numbers on the battlefield just give you better trades. Just giving better trades, because if you're like 10 people against 50, most likely this 10 people is going to vanish very fast, and the next target is going to be most likely your legion. And if you get targeted by 20 legions, well, it's like hot knife in the butter. It's just going down extremely fast. So the advantage in the numbers, strange in the numbers, is extremely important in Call of Dragons. And this is something that I think some whales and krakens didn't understand back in the days, that even if you have so much power, you cannot do much alone. You cannot do much alone. So I think people start realizing that with the seasons, that if you have so much power, you're a single player and you're not going to do much. Period. You're not going to take the dragon. You're not going to take the necro giant. You're not going to take anything. You're just one huge well. That is, maybe if your people are active, fine. But if you're in an active alliance, you just cannot do much. But yeah, I think this is overall my experience over 1 year. Again, it's 1 year because my first 2 seasons I was focusing over developing my city, and I think this is something that everybody should do. I mean, at the beginning, just focus over a castle. If there is a fight, spend some time in the fights, but don't spend your resources. And back in the days, there was no elixirs. Right now we have elixirs. But back in the days was just filling the hospital and you wait your troops to get healed. And before I finish this video, I want to give huge shout out to my first member in Burgas Call of Dragons. This is Soju Sipak. Thank you very much, bro. I hope you're doing well. And again, huge thank you. It was funny days. But yeah, I guess this will for this video, guys. Again, let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and see you in the next video.